South of Rising Sun, Indiana, and northeast of Madison is the quiet Ohio River town of Vevay, Indiana. Settled in 1802 by Swiss settlers, it's seen a lot of history. Not to mention a lot of floods. It's said that Vevay produced the first commercial wineries in the United States. They took grape starts from their native Switzerland and created a large industry. In fact, Swiss winemakers traveled to Washington, D.C. and shared their Indiana wine with President Thomas Jefferson. Miles before you even get to Vevay, you're greeted by a huge wine barrel that's bigger than a car. Having a dock along the Ohio River was perfect for exporting wine to places far away. And that tradition is still here. Each year in August, Vevay hosts the large Swiss Wine Fest. Guests are treated to nationally known entertainers in many events. There's a great Riverfront park for families. And what kid wouldn't like a pirate ship playground? This is completely awesome. The 1846 Ulysses P. Schenck mansion is easily seen from the park. Born in Switzerland, he came to Vevay in 1837, making his fortune at a variety of industries. From running a large mercantile to building riverboats, to being president of the First National Bank of Vevay and president of the Union Furniture Company. In his lifetime, he was known as the Hay King for exporting an enormous amount of hay from Vevay. A devout Baptist, Ulysses donated money to both the local Baptist church and Franklin College. He was well regarded as a gentleman and kind in all of his ways. Along the same waterfront is the first known Masonic meeting house in Indiana, the Armstrong Tavern. The architecture along the waterfront and throughout the town is a true sight to see. It pays to just drive around. A few blocks from the river is the 1926 Hoosier Theater, which is still in business today. One of the last floating balconies in existence. It hosts plays and screenings throughout the year. December, children are invited to come in their pajamas and watch the Polar Express for Christmas. Downtown Vevay has many historic buildings to admire. Swiss flags are everywhere. And the streets have Swiss names. There's an art gallery with changing exhibits. The 1864 Switzerland County Courthouse is one of the most beautiful courthouses in the state of Indiana. Hidden below the courthouse is a dungeon that was once used as a station along the Underground Railroad. Countless former slaves waited in darkness for nightfall and a chance to travel north for their freedom. On one corner of the courthouse, a gazebo. And on another, this. Now this is awesome. A 6-sided outhouse. Probably the first one you've ever seen. On the opposite corner is the 1854 jail. Very thick walls and woven iron doors made for tight security and keeping bad guys in. It's a little spooky. As you go around town, you'll notice historic firehouse bell displays and a lot of history. Overlooking Vevay is the absolutely amazing Benjamin Schenck Mansion. It's a 35-room Second Empire structure and is simply stunning to see from any angle. It was built in 1874 by Benjamin Franklin Schenck. It truly looks like something transplanted from Europe and adds to Vevay's charm. The 4-story tower really sets it off. Benjamin Schenck was the son of Ulysses Schenck, the Hay King, who has the mansion down by the river. Benjamin studied to become a lawyer and was admitted to the bar, but chose instead to follow in his father's footsteps at the mercantile business. With his money, he built the finest home in Vevay. It was basically a summer home, as the family lived most of the year in Louisville. Sadly, Benjamin didn't get to see it finished. He fell into ill health and died in Jacksonville, Florida, at the age of only 42. His wife Celestine lived in it off and on until her own death in 1885, just 11 years later. In 1923, their daughters gave the home to the Indiana Baptist Convention as a memorial to their parents, with the hope that the home will also be open at all times to persons or families who wish to find a place for rest and quiet here among these beautiful hills of the Ohio River Valley. And that hope is realized every day. It's now a remarkable bed and breakfast where travelers can stay in absolute luxury amidst the quiet of this Swiss community town.